Hey there, hello, and welcome to another race in the 2024 Mystery Tournament between Fringo Fox and MassHesteria. I'm okay, Beamer, your commenting person for today, and I'm joined by Break Jake. Hey Jake, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much, Beamer.
Are you excited about this matchup?
Yeah, of course I am. Fringo is a team member of mine. We played together in the last Rando League with Nick Player in the Bigos Amigos
The
team.
famous
And
Bigos Amigos, a dark horse for the tournament. Unfortunately, you got eliminated in the quarterfinals or the round before. I don't even know. But it was a very hard matchup. I remember that.
yeah, it was. I cannot remember exactly, but it was a great tournament. And yeah, to go back to what you said, really exciting about this match. Pringo is the last of us who can go 2-0 in this after the second week. So yeah, I'm looking forward that he gets this.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of us know quite a lot about Fringo, but we both don't know a lot about MassHesteria. All we know is that Mass is one of the devs of behind the Dash Randomizer. So MassHesteria should know all the ins and outs of what can happen, what should happen. And runners have set off. So we are starting with a nerf charge, the starter charge, as you can see by the damage output in the top right number, which is 20 at this moment, which means that runners can charge up their beam, and the damage output of that will be a whole 20, which is not a lot. This can go up to 900 with a full beam combo and the full charge beam. This is one of the things that are a mystery in those seeds. So the runners start without knowing beforehand what the exact settings for this randomizer will be. Jake, can you tell us anything about the item split in this?
Yeah, we can we can see that we have a possibility of a major minor split or a Chozo split, because in the top right we have no signs for major or energy tanks, major items or energy tanks in this area, and there we have a vanilla morph ball, so it can quite be a Chozo split.
Right, vanilla morph ball is the prerequisite for the seed to still be a Chozo. What that is, we will talk about if it gets to that. The next item for Fringo could be another indicator, and it is another indicator. So with a
Yeah.
major upgrade item at this location, we know for sure that we are running another Chozo seed. Which means that all the upgrades you would need, all the items actually you would need to finish the seed, will be at so-called Chozo locations. Most of those are those Chozo statues. Okay, the Chozo count is too high already. Or are boss rewards or the Morph Ball pedestal. And only those items are also taken into account for logic progression. So very interesting here.
Yeah, as you can see, not all of the energy tanks are at the Chozo locations, but a few of them. And all of the unique items, like the beams, the beam upgrades, movement items as well, are at the Chozo items. Yeah, we have explosions. That's a good sign. We are able to go to Gauntlet with that bombs. Unfortunately, we are not able to check out if we have an area rando or not. How about that?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Yeah, runners don't have the opportunity to go to the left there from Morph Ball, the pedestal, so they will have to continue up. You need power bombs for that. But with the bombs, at least they can check the next Chozo location, which is 230 missiles. They have that name because they are the last missile pack in 100%. They can check that. This could be another big, huge item. One thing it cannot be is suits, because in these competitive settings, no suits can be found in Criteria or in Blueprint Star. So both runners going up the climb. Fringo with a right side wall jump, and MassHesteria is doing the... Is it the... No, it's not the BE climb, is it?
Yeah,
ledge
it is
grabs.
the B climb.
It is the BE
Right.
climb, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that climb up can be very, very tough. it's technically a very difficult room, I would say. Needs a lot of practice to get it fluid.
Yeah, I tried
Our
that a
first
little.
super missile pack at 230 missile. That's nice.
Very nice find. So one curveball those seeds can always throw is prolonging the time to get one of the essential items like supers or power bombs for a very, very long time, and getting one of them out of the way is a good feeling. Now we are just looking for power bombs and we can go further wherever we want to.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what you only want to have. Early ammo packs of every kind. So super missiles, power bombs are required to open doors, and some blocks. So you want to have them early.
Fringo finding a charge upgrade there, and of course, we are getting a bomb to Rezo fight. We only get this fight if runners have bombs with them or collect them right there. But since they do, we get the fight. And Fringo and MassHesteria are both finding a charge upgrade. And it's the small charge upgrade, which means there will be another charge upgrade that gives the full charge damage. And it can be anywhere. It will not be at a chosen location. It can be anywhere, which is also true for a couple of dash-specific items. They can be, but don't have to be necessarily in the seed. The heat shield, which provides heat protection in upper Norfair, full heat protection and half heat protection in lower Norfair. And the double jump.
We have a chance of the 25% for that, right?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Sorry. I don't know the chances for this existing. And
I talked to Spike earlier, and I think he said we have 25% for getting heat shield in the seats and 50% chance to get double jump in that seats.
Okay. So both items you will only find in Dash Randomizer, and we can say one more thing about the seat. It is an area rando, and Fringo nopes out of Croc, which I personally at this point find questionable.
Yeah,
we just talked about that before the race.
Right. It is a dead end, and it's far left in criteria, and we don't know how the seed goes on, and maybe you will never go back there. So if there is a suit, you will definitely point it out at the last item location.
Yeah, at least this Crocomire is not too far out of the way, courtesy of this transition there from Red Tower.
Yeah, that's true.
Fringo can't check the tube transition right now, and it's not a problem for Fringo having skipped this because Mass did exactly the same thing. Next Chozo coming up here, the first one that can actually have a suit. And pretty often it actually does. Let's see. Oh my god.
And there is the gravity suit. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Man. I have psychic powers.
So both did the right decision. For now, we don't know where Varia is, but that's a good sign so far.
Okay, MM2, the contrary opinion to us. He doesn't like going to Croc there. So that's 3 against 2, and I guess the no Crockers are in the right then.
We talked earlier, you said, and there's the point that in Chozo we have only one major item there, and that's a point where I can totally understand that this is not a good decision to make Croc. Always bet on Croc, even if, especially if he has Varia.
yeah, that's a good point.
So that's the point here.
MassHesteria is going back. Looks like Mass either wants to do the Croc or Mass wants to check out the other criteria portals, or portal rather, because it's only one he can get to.
The back of Wreck Ship.
Of course, Gravity Suit means, yeah. Gravity Suit means he can easily get through East Ocean and into Wreck Ship. Fringo with this, did he save? Oh yeah, maybe, okay. So what you don't want to do is go up Red Tower in this situation. because in area rando this can be alright, but it's always really risky. The safe station there is really cool if you are dead set on doing it. It wouldn't be the first time for the seed to have the first logical power bombs at the alpha power bombs location, and there is no worse location for that.
Yeah, and especially with that safe station, I'm not that against the alpha PB check. You can also check 2 area transitions, and with the reset you are very fast at the middle of Red Tower.
Yeah, that's true.
So
So I'm gonna go back to Crocomire here, because we are still looking for power bombs, and maybe power bombs are not at the Chozo, but there are 4 minor locations which could have non-logical power bombs, and you don't care if your power bombs are logical or not. You just want to have some.
also the 2 transitions to the top of Red Tower can put you to Green Brinstar, for example, and there you can find power bombs and a lot more of items. So
Yeah, that's always
I'm not
little
really
dangerous.
against it. No.
It's a little dangerous doing that, because you are setting yourself up for a not very likely but still possible super deep soft lock.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Okay, both though taking the same
Decided
decisions.
to go, yes. And
No
we will
diversions so
see
far.
what boss setup we have, what boss settings we have. It's a vanilla Phantoon.
So yeah, we talked about this the other day. I don't know what the chances are for your first boss to be vanilla, but it should be really, really high. Like at least 50%. Unfortunately, with the first boss being vanilla, this tells us nothing about the boss mode here. It can be either shuffled bosses, where the boss unlocks the area the boss would be in if it was vanilla. It can be shifted bosses, where the boss unlocks the area it is actually in. Or it can be surprise bosses, which works the same as shifted bosses, just that any boss can be anywhere and can repeat. So we can still see 4 Phantoms in this seed.
Also, we can just have a vanilla boss mode, right?
Oh yeah, of course. That's always a possibility. So the boss modes, shifted, shuffled, and vanilla have all 30% of being in the seed, and surprise bosses has 10%.
Nice Phantoon here by MassHesteria.
Mass with a slight lead here. And Phantom down for both of those. Okay, so the next item there for MassHesteria will be the right side super. You may have noticed that this is not actually a Chozo statue there, but this is the boss reward. It's just something you kind of have to know, that there is a big item there. Unless there isn't, but it has the potential to be big. And of course with bombs, it's just a little trolley.
And now the robot, oh my god.
Yes.
I hate this.
But with bombs you can get there, don't need a power bomb.
It's just a reserve tank.
Energy left,
And the
energy
E-tank
right.
on the other side. So still no power bombs.
So what would you do? Would you go... I would say definitely go to Wreck Chip E-Tank, but would you go to the chosen location in top of Wreck Chip?
Yeah, I would check all the miners in Wreck Chip because I would search for power bombs.
Yeah, fair. I mean, some of those miners are just awful, if not all of those miners actually.
Yeah, true.
Not all of them. The one in the maze to the left side, that's fine. But Sky Missile sucks. Robot Assembly Line sucks.
With double
Both
bomb
the
jump,
same-
it's not that
Oh,
problem. But
yeah.
I
But
know what you
who
mean.
can do that?
That's... Wrecked ship is the
Interesting.
worst area to check items. To be honest.
Oh yeah. So we got our first point of divergence here. Fringo Fox deciding he wants to check that major location, or the chosen location rather. It is at Rex B-Tank, and MassHesteria continuing on to the transition and to that one good minor location down there in the ocean. And left side, Ragship goes into Green Windstar, a very item-dense location.
Right, and that can be big.
Oh!
And there are power bombs for Fringo.
And they are the logical power bombs. It's gonna be happy to find those. But those could be worthless if exactly this happens.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
power bombs under the bridge for MassHesteria. That's just unfortunate for Fringo.
And screw attack and
And more
another
power
power bomb back, yeah. Really nice. So, what will Fringo do now? Will he go to bowling? I don't think so.
Let's see.
He knows that's slow.
He will, okay. So
Okay.
Fringo apparently wants to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Doesn't want to
Nice.
leave anything unchecked.
Nice clip there. That was quick.
Okay, Fringo no choice but to missile away all those enemies in Attic. It's the worst kind of Attic. If MassHesteria ever gets there, he will have a much easier time with that screw attack. Screw attack, super overpowered item. Makes Samus invulnerable. Oh, that's such a hard word for me to pronounce. Invulnerable. Against pretty much all the mobs. And a lot of the bosses and parts of bosses. I didn't see what was... Just don't make me say squirrel. Oh, I think I got away with it.
How is that super scroll called? It's a game, no?
Which one?
Either for MassHesteria at Archbeam.
That's double damage. And I think that it sounds much better if you say it like that. Okay, last shows are coming up for Fringo. This will tell us if all those were worth it.
Also the last shows for MassHesteria and Green Windsor.
Right, just a super pack, but those are still pretty valuable. Under 30, you always like to be on 30 or above. If just for the potential Ridley fights. Most of the seats have Ridley fights. Okay, Fringo, time sink or big brain play? It is a time sink.
So maybe this energy is required to make some hell runs here?
Possible. MassHesteria finding another boss location, Crate's Lair.
That's also a nice find early. You can make a check behind that. You have never go back follow it. Yeah, if you can. We will see what boss is there. We still don't know what boss settings it is.
Right, Mass can beat anybody except Ridley. I think he could beat Ridley in theory, especially if we get those cool settings of having a little bit of heat protection by gravity suit.
Yeah, that's another point of that mystery seeds. We can have progression suits. If we have that, well, that will mean that gravity will reduce the heat damage by 50, I think, and
25%.
25%. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, and heat shield by 50, right?
Right.
In lower Norfair, and also in progression suits, gravity don't make 100% of the damage by enemies, right?
That's right, but in return you get a bit of protection against environmental damage. So spikes don't do 60 damage, but 30 damage.
30.
So yeah, it looked a lot like MassHesteria would have at least have attempted if it was a Ridley fight, because he farmed up all his 25 supers. No problem. Quick crate kill there. And a nice space jump.
Oh, that's nice.
Very
Combined with a screw attack. This
super
is
powerful.
over OP.
Fringo having reached the magic number of 15 powerbombs here. Looks like MassHesteria didn't go for that powerbomb pack under the bridge after all. Says, nah, 5 is enough for now. This can come bite you in the back, but it usually doesn't. But to be honest, especially having found bombs, I would go for more power bombs, because with bombs and 15 you immediately have bottom access. I'd be picking up more. So not a chosen location in Chozo, this is just a minor location. And there's the second charge upgrade for Fringo, and looks like MassHesteria didn't even check that. It's just out in the wild in a minor location, as predicted. And the way this works is either you find it or you don't. You won't go out of your way looking for it. Same goes for heat shield and for double jump.
So that's maybe a big find for Fringo.
It's not negligible. No, negligible. It's not small. I forgot how to say that word now. Somebody write that word out for me, please.
Yeah, I mean, every beam is now an advantage for Fringo.
Yeah. Always gets a higher portion of charge beam from whatever he will find.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay. MassHesteria back in Red Tower. Oh, that must have been the tube then, from lower Green Star. And can easily go into that X-ray check if he decides to do so. He does. Super free with screw attack and space jump. And fast. Also, Mass is on 30 supers now. That's nice for him. X-ray has another E-tank. Another... Yeah, you want that. Exactly.
Yeah, I like that decision.
That's 2, I think. +1 reserve tank at right side supers. So getting really close to Hellruns here at RN Logic. The gate decided, right? Oh, somebody wrote the word.
Yeah,
oh, it's negligible. Thank you.
Negligible.
Yeah. Gestro coming in clutch once again. At least it seems like somebody knew what I meant. Okay. Mass getting into the lower transition and criteria, deciding not to go any deeper. Fringo went a bit further and checked that miner location because it was before runners found power bombs, so that made sense. And it makes all the same sense for Mass to not continue there.
Ringo also filled up his supers.
Yep. Would stand a much higher chance against the Ridley. So far, bosses are looking vanilla Reno. Grapple is cool. Obviously, runner is looking for the second suit here. And Mass not even interested in that minor location. So Mass is saying, ah, that beam damage is enough for now, plus my 30 supers. I'll be fine.
Also, no alpha PBs. So...
yeah, that could have been a soft lock. But we will see soon. 2, 3, 4 areas completely undiscovered so far. We haven't seen West or East Meridia, and we haven't seen Upper or Lower Norfair. So nothing hot and nothing wet so far. If you don't count Croc as part of Norfair. There's one part of it. That's pretty
Croc is wet and hot.
That's right. Yeah. We can go with that. That's good.
I mean, it's acid, but it's a fluid. So, what is that transition here in top of... It goes back to criteria.
Yeah, and from there you got a nice path to that last criteria transition, and then you check everything there. And that one goes to... drum roll. West Meridia.
Okay.
So, 3 additional transitions here for MassHesteria. Unfortunately, no Chozo locations. That's the one downside in Chozo, that Meridia is pretty lame. All the Chozo checks are bad, except the one behind Dragon. That one's fine. Okay, Aqueduct entry goes to exit of Lower Norfair. That's a single chamber.
Yeah, and there you can see that screw space combination helps a lot to get through these walls.
We do have 25% heat reduction from gravity in this season. So Hellrun's gonna be a lot easier for the players.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
and
nice
there
find.
is speed booster at wave beam. That's a nice find.
So apart from that top of rig chip, checking runners making all the same decisions so far, and Fringo keeps trailing MassHesteria here. Most of the time, almost all of the time. Fringo does not want that E-tank. Despite having space and screw, this would be almost as quick to get out of there as the reset is. Mass getting a little trolled there by that orb thingy. Just one more Chozo here in Bubble Mountain. It's the one MassHesteria is heading towards right now, the speed booster location.
That E-tank can be very important.
Yeah. Fringo doesn't even know yet that... I didn't get the uppercut. Fringo doesn't even know yet that he has 25% heat reduction. So yeah. I do not agree. Anyway, MassHesteria sprinting down there towards Speed Booster, using his Speed Booster. Not interested in any minor locations anymore. Wave beam, that's cool. Space Waver is Spacer Wave, Space Waver. Yeah, sure.
Nice, Space Waver.
That's a great combo.
Yeah,
good beam.
I like it. The Space Waver.
It's when you wave around all the space you have. Or when you say, nah, I don't need all that space, and you sign a form then that's a space wave.
Yeah, Jestro, you pointed out.
I do have the space. I do have the space for a desk. I have nothing but a desk, remember?
The speed booster for MassHesteria is also a Batoon item. So if he will find East Meridia,
Which he just did. Unfortunately, the bad one.
yeah,
So yeah, I agree with going forward and checking the other two transitions here. Also the two Chozos, obviously.
yes. I like that decision as well. Also, MassHesteria has only 5 power bombs still, so
Yeah. What's he got against power bomb? Why don't you want power bombs? Don't you like explosions?
or flashes, like crystal flashes.
Flashes are great. Double
Especially-
missiles there.
Especially suitless. I like that.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Oh, and there's
Spring
Spring Ball. Best item in the game.
Super fun item.
Yes.
And can be very good to keep your momentum in certain rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Fringo, with a bit of a different decision, wants to check the transitions in West Meridia before continuing anywhere else.
Oh, and he finds the front of
The good one.
East Meridia.
Yeah,
But Fringo doesn't have speed booster.
but he does have bombs and 20 power bombs. Ah, the sync save, love it.
So many sync moments in this tournament so far.
Fringo first checking at last transition in West Meridia.
Meanwhile, Mass is checking the last Chozo location here.
Oh, that's a nice loop back into Upper Norfair for Fringo. And that's... Oh, that almost completes my area tracker. And this means that Lower Norfair will lead into Turian. And if you don't know that as a runner because you didn't keep track or you didn't check all the transitions, this can be very, very bad. I didn't see what was at ice, but it can't have been good because MassHesteria just reset. A missile. Cool. Not for him, but good to know.
No, we have still no Varia suit.
Yeah. Yeah, let's check where it could be. Obviously at Croc. It can be at any of the East Meridia chosen locations. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No, we've seen everything else, right?
Yes. Always bet on Crocomire.
So it's either Croc or East Meridia. Sounds familiar. Also sounds awful.
Ringo reset the Spring Ball.
Boo! No fun allowed, Fringo. Alright, Mass continuing through that portal into East Meridia. Can just run through those blocks. Easy. Now has to feed the worm with 10 supers. Ah, gets an up pattern. That's the worst one.
But nicely done.
Yeah.
That fight can be awful, but that was nice 3-round, very quick.
Yeah, for an up pattern that was really good. Another super pack there. Mars, you got grappled. Okay, okay, looks like that's a play for the supers. And of course you can't be sure which boss mode this is until you've seen the last boss. It can be 3 vanilla bosses and then psych, another Ridley. And since Mass only saw 2 bosses so far, he will farm up to at least 32, I would say. Alright, there's Fringo with a speed booster. Wouldn't be surprised if Fringo now makes a beeline for that East Melia problem. MassHesteria farming up all the way. Okay, Colosseum. Always great to have that space jump for it. Always bad to trip up like that.
Yeah.
You lose your momentum. You have to get out of the sand.
Then you have no high jumps, so you need a few jumps to get the right height.
Right. So Mass obviously knows, being a dev and all, that this could be Ridley, despite having seen 2 vanilla bosses.
Yeah, I like that save, because you cannot be sure.
Still saying no to power bombs, but they aren't that important anymore now. I mean, you could attempt to do lawn off hell runs with this, with that heat protection. The 3rd vanilla boss should make it like 99% vanilla bosses.
I don't like that power bomb skips because what you pointed out, we know about the heat reduction, and with I think 2-3 crystal flashes maybe, you can do Ridley and lower Norfair, so in that situation I would take up all of the power bombs and E-tanks to get enough energy to make it through, because we can have Varia at Plasma, at Spring Ball and all that. It can be at Crocomire.
Yeah.
So I would prepare myself for a suitless lower Norfair.
Oh, that's the last Chozo E-tank. Interesting. So, obviously the runners have already done hell runs. So I guess Varia cannot be at Plasma Beam, because Dragon locked that last E-tank, unless 2+1 is enough for the hell runs. And of course, unless Ice Beam is behind Crocomire. It's complicated.
There are many miners we didn't see, right? So if there are E-tanks as well, they count for the logic as well, right?
No, not in Chozo. Only the Chozo E-tanks count. That's why I tend to ignore all that. And I only go for hell runs, like those 2 runners did, if I think the moment is opportune.
Okay, I see. Nice to know.
So one more point I wanted to make about those powerbomb skips by MassHesteria is Turian, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Right, that's a good point. That's the main point, I think. Without Ice Beam, you need that power bombs to clear the Metroid rooms.
Not need, but want need.
Yeah, especially in area rando, we have the quick refill in the at the elevator, but we have 4 Metroid rooms, so
Yeah.
that's a big time loss.
Oh yeah. So it would be a way bigger punish in vanilla map. Oh,
And there is
I was
Aria.
completely wrong about my assessment there. Unless I said what I said about the unless thing. So I am now saying 100% that Ice Beam will have been behind Crocomile. Maybe somebody in chat knows if 2+1 would have been enough to get that speed booster. Yeah, big advantage, Mars.
Yeah, it looks like that the wreck chip checks for Fringo was too costly.
Absolutely. Okay, where's MassHesteria going now? Taking the bad exit from East Meridia, which is fine, I guess, coming from Plasma Beam, it's not that much of a difference. And that will feed him into Upper Norfair, and then all he has to do is go into the front of Lower Norfair, kill Ridley, probably, go through the end of Lower Norfair, and then make a bunch of refills in the Metroid rooms. But they could also be really nice in the Metroids and drop a lot of power bombs. This is also something that could happen. It just never does when you need them. Do runners come up with a set strategy of where they go? I am assuming some runners have preferred routes for themselves. So preferred routes are, I don't think they are a thing in Area Rando, because you have to play what comes up when it comes up at the time you think is right. And in vanilla map, I would say, yeah, definitely. What I usually do, I assess my opponent, and then I set myself a couple of if-then scenarios. Like, I play against a weaker opponent, I tend to more full clear and be more thorough about everything. And if I play against a really strong opponent like Odrexis, I would skip more. And I would also, for example, play a suit I get. For example, I get an early gravity, I make a beeline for Meridia.
It looks like Fringo is preparing for a suitless Lower Norfair here.
Yeah,
he picked up. Yeah, right. And also he's not going for Plasma.
Yeah, this will probably work out no problem for Fringo. Unfortunately, it is still slower than playing Lower Norfair with a suit, so he will fall behind even more. 40 supers, 30 power bombs is great ammo to do that. You have the 30 supers for a quick Ridley fight, and then after that, if everything went well, you still have 10 supers to perform a Crystal Flash if needed. There's one more pack. And MassHesteria now going for out-of-the-way miners, maybe now realizing that he should have picked up more powerbomb packs. I don't know. Might not be the case, because also picking up missiles. And that beam is not the best he has. It will do 140 damage once MassHesteria turns on his phaser beam again. But still, it's not terrible, but not good either. Well, it's almost terrible. Yeah, it's meh.
Yeah, you want to have more ammo with this beam combination.
Oh yeah. So the time for the item fanfare easily gets back to you in the Mother Brain fight.
And Fringo is going for Plasma here, so he's about to find his Varia suit.
This looks like a really tall order for Fringo to pull back.
Maybe it's a 70 damage difference of the beams at the end.
One thing those beams have in common is it's really hard to do math with them. Fringo getting trolled a little by that flying pirate. And Mass in the Metal Pirates room had to resort to his supers. Now just flying through that room. What's that room called? The Holtz room.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Oh man, okay. So will it be vanilla bosses?
Yes!
Quel surprise it is.
There's our Galaxy Bird for MassHesteria. With that, supers, no problem, I think.
Yeah, I missed one. It shouldn't be too much trouble. It has 45 missiles he can go into if needed. Fringo riding up an elevator in East Meridia, so he will feed into Upper North here. And yeah, quick check for that Chozo. It can't be Ice Beam in my head. Let's see. It's not, okay. My head cannon still intact.
Okay, so there's a big advantage for MassHesteria now. He's in the lead with,
yeah.
I think, 3 minutes or something like that.
I will time it at some point. Might even be more. Fringo entering Turian at this moment. Oh yeah, good point from chat there. The power bombs are still an issue for Mass.
Yes, I was thinking about that, so...
But
what do you think, how many time does it cost to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, elevator up and down?
Well, on 5 power bombs, you only need a single power bomb drop in the first room, so you can skip one of those elevator rides. And same for the next room.
Yeah, good point.
So this might be alright. It's really RNG dependent how bad this becomes.
How big is the chance to get a powerbomb drop?
I don't
Do you know that?
I don't know. I can.
Oh, come on, Beamer, you are our galaxy brain here.
I am not that.
You only make the math.
No.
Always make the math.
Enemies and item drops. Turian Metroid has a 12% chance. Yeah, like MM2 says, there's a decent chance he only needs to refill once. All he needs is a power bomb drop in room 1 and room 3. Oh!
Wow!
Big find. After having skipped 574 powerbomb packs, MassHesteria finds the all-important one.
The very last location for the transition to Turian.
Good.
That's so lucky. And funny, of course. Yeah, right. All that powerbomb skips and then the very last location, so...
Okay, so MassHesteria still might have to need the elevator, but a maximum of 1 time now. I hit my stopwatch on the elevator. Okay, Fringo in his really fight. Should be absolutely no issue at all with all those supers. Yeah, Fringo will have indeed a much more comfy terrain, has all the power bombs in the world, has a good chunk of more supers, and has a stronger beam. So Fringo will claw back a lot of that time, but I don't think this will be enough.
No, I don't think so as well. So,
yeah, Mass is now on 5 power bombs. Does not get a drop, but decides he wants to risk it. So this will be the longest way back if he doesn't get a drop, but also gives him the chance of not needing a return to the elevator at all. Okay, let's see. Oh no, he needs another one, so that's probably RIP. Yeah, it is, and didn't get a drop either. So yeah, thanks to this being area rando, runners get a full refill riding down the elevator. And that means Mass only has to ride that elevator up and down again. And this gives Fringo a bit of an out here. Maybe he can come back from this. Of course, Fringo does not have to check any items here. He can look at the items. Maybe it's a super pack. He would want to pick that up. Still, you get the time back from the item fanfare in the Mother Brain fight. This only changes at 300 damage. Yeah, I would not do that, actually. Because even if this is... Oh, again, I thought this was jail Fringo was checking. I thought the same thing yesterday. Something is wrong with my brain. It's coming from below and then going to the right. Oh yeah, not even looking at the miners. Okay. MassHesteria got through all the Metroid rooms. And that is 3 minutes and 6 seconds. But
wow.
A lot of that time has melted away by the powerbomb situation. Okay, let's see baby skip. No, oh, no baby skip. I'm assuming Fringo will actually go for it.
Not without high jump boots.
He won't? Okay.
I don't think so. So I think this 10 super missiles minus 10 missiles plus for Fringo and this stronger beam isn't enough to catch up this 3 minutes.
I'm not convinced of that either. But let's hope we are wrong. See a nice close finish.
Yeah, Fringo's damaging down there.
Yeah.
He's preparing for the baby skip.
Oh, saved by Mass actually.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean the damage, it's low. You trip up a few times and get hit by a triple catch-up. Things like that can happen.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe,
no skip.
Yeah,
Ooh,
maybe
okay.
Fringo is able to do that speed zap skip and that can catch up a little bit more.
I know he can do that, and I'm sure he will go for it as well.
So that saves time for not killing the Zaps, and also Fringo
ammo.
has more ammo for the Mother Brain fight, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mass is doing it really safe. Not wants to waste too much ammo.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh man, this is getting exciting.
Oh man, so that's 19 supers, has to replace 41 supers with his charge beam and the 2 missiles extra, I guess. I forgot to hit the stopwatch. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So Fringo halved that.
Wow.
Let's see it, Fringo. Looks good.
I'm not sure.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, and he doesn't try again. But maybe that's the right decision, because if you are under stress in this race mode, you will mess up it again and again. So I like that decision. Just do it. What that means, that ammo advantage is away.
Yep. Gone. Only the beam damage advantage.
And I don't think that 70 damage per shot is catching up that time. But we will see.
That's 19 super, I think, plus 15. So that's 24, 36.
Fringo missed some regular missiles here.
It's a little more than 50 shots for Fringo.
Oh, MassHesteria is in the catch-up phase.
Gotta be careful now. Still a lot of shots in this phase. Okay.
Got a PTSD from catch-up beams. At the beginning of my Super Metroid career.
Oh, that looks like catch-up for Fringo.
Yes.
Yeah. Both in the catch-up phase. This is hype.
One catch-up for Fringo here.
Has more energy to spare.
Oh, and
Let's fight over for
MassHesteria.
Mass.
Yes.
Not yet for Fringo.
As well.
Or is it?
Wow!
Oh my god, that's so close.
Oh! What is it?
Fringo clawed back 3 minutes. Oh!
Look at this, almost 2 rainbow beams at the same time. Holy moly, this is getting very, very close here. I will not spoiler myself.
That's less than 10 seconds here. No, me neither. Oh, both runners probably in the chat right now. No spoilery.
Wow. And no runner has any advantage movement-wise, so
Right.
movement items or everything is equal for both.
Yeah, that's 5 seconds between the two. And
So
that's something, especially in a... Oh no, they have speed booster. This would have been even more possible for Fringo to claw back then. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Exactly the same items.
So it's all about the MB3 fight right now. No one wants to miss any shot. And then it's really all about the execution in the escape. So, let's see that.
Mass eating a little bit of lag, but is inching closer. Fringo got closer more quickly. Fringo missing a couple of shots, gets stepped on by Mother Brain.
Oh,
looks
that's
like
a
a better
better
fight
from
for Mass.
MassHesteria.
Yeah.
Yes. Fringo is, I think, I don't get the word right now. I'm sorry.
That is 7.4 seconds. So yeah, 2.4 seconds in the MB3 fight for MassHesteria. Okay. Fringo not normalizing the door. Rip. No stumble from Mass so far.
Yeah, really
A
clean
small
here.
stumble there. And one more stumble.
Yeah, to do that
come on,
escape
come on.
with
No
speed
moonfall from
booster.
Mass. Moonfall from Fringo.
To do that rooms with a speed booster and without high jump boots is very uncommon, so...
Oh, trip up from Fringo.
Yeah! Oh, and the safe spark.
Bee
and
spark.
The bee spark! By Fringo, so...
Oh my god. Okay, Parla.
Just do a normal climb up.
What are you doing, Fringo?
Oh, no!
Fringo.
And MassHesteria is going to get the last door transition here to the ship.
Oh, GG MassHesteria.
GG's.
With an official race time.gg time of exactly 1 hour and 5 seconds. MassHesteria wins this one against Fringo with 1 hour and 10 seconds. GG to both of you. That was amazing.
Yeah, really amazing. That's almost a sub-hour seat for both of them.
Yeah.
And that was really, really exciting at the end. Wow. GG's.
Ooh, I'm sweating here. That was exciting. Okay, who just joined us? It is MassHesteria. Congratulations and GG on your victory here. That was a great show, great show.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, GG.
As you can imagine, you had quite a lead coming into Turian, but Fringo clawed a lot of that back.
Oh yeah, no, I was like the whole time during the MB fight, I was just waiting for the dot done from Fringo. I definitely didn't expect to win this one, so.
I can imagine, and I know how that feels, absolutely. And we are also joined by our runner-up today, Fringo Fox. GG's, that was almost the perfect comeback. You enter Turian 3 minutes behind, and you clawed it back to 5 seconds. So that was so close.
GG.
Yeah, first
yeah,
of all,
GG, Fringo.
Yeah, congrats, Mass. I didn't expect that it would be so close, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the race. I also love to see so close races, so I think it was a good one.
We had closer, literally.
Yeah, 1 second.
Last night.
Yes.
But this was up there. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So what happened in the end was MassHesteria said no to every powerbomb pack he found. MassHesteria ran around on 5 power bombs the entire seat. And we were questioning this the entire seat. And then obviously MassHesteria had to go looking for powerbomb packs and found one at the last item location before Turian. So MassHesteria then was on 10 powerbombs.
Okay.
But that still wasn't enough. The Metroids were not kind, and Mass had to refill once in the elevator.
Okay.
And that gave Fringo the opportunity to come back in this race. Also, Fringo found the second charge upgrade, so had a stronger beam. Apart from that, your items were absolutely equal.
Yeah, I will say I was
Spring Ball. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say
right.
I was questioning skipping all those power bombs as well at the end. So
High jump and gauntlet.
So Ice Beam was at Spring Ball. That's obviously an item you can also get before getting to Dragon. because I was thinking that Hellruns weren't in logic in this one because the last energy tank on a Chozo was behind Dragon. Okay. Yeah, that was a great show. So, Mass, how are you feeling about that?
Pretty good. I mean, I think for me, Fringo and I were talking about it in the race time chat. Like, knowing that, I didn't expect to win, and knowing how good of a runner Fringo is, I made a couple decisions, like skipping most of Rex ship.
That was a big one, actually.
Yeah, even though it was really early, I was just like, well, look, if I don't make a move, I don't have a shot. So I gotta hope there's nothing there. And I guess he said there wasn't. So.
Yep, that was a shot perfectly taken.
Yeah, so no, I'm very excited. Honestly, surprised to be 2-0, but I'll take it.
Yeah, great. We might meet there. and Fringo, you might meet Jake in the 1-1.
Hopefully, would be great. I would enjoy it. I think Jake as well. Yeah, I think I did 2 mistakes, but I wouldn't say that's mistakes. It's just the thing or the nature of randomizer. I was thinking that to skip wrecked ships so early is a bit risky because I thought it's logic I have to follow, but unfortunately there was nothing. I found 2 E-tanks, but that's it. After that I did a decision pretty late in the game. When I killed a dragon, I was completely committed to do suitless LN. That's the reason why I did the right sand pit to find some supers.
Yeah, we figured as much, but then you still went on and checked plasma beam. That was interesting.
Yeah, I still did it, but I thought maybe there is another E-tank which will help me in this situation, but I didn't expect to find Warrior, but that's also unfortunate. So
I do believe you found all the Chozo E-tanks at that point, but I am not 100% on that. You didn't? Okay.
No, there were at least 2 missing. It was Springball and, of course, Grapple Beam.
Springball had Ice Beam.
Yep.
Yeah. And Grapple Beam, I don't know.
Not all the locations, but you did find all the E-tanks, didn't you? Those were at... Oh man, no, I don't remember myself, but there were a lot of.
Could be. I had 7 E-tanks and 2 reserve tanks, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely making that play for Suitless Lawn Warfare was a fair choice, especially with that 25% heat reduction from gravity.
Yep.
So we were a bit surprised to see you go to Plasma, and then you didn't have to anymore.
Yeah. Man. So I think Mess got routed it, so congrats again.
Thanks. Yeah, it felt like it was just falling into place. So I mean, GG, dude. I appreciate the race and yeah, hyped. So
yeah, be easy.
Thanks so much for putting up this great show for everybody here. Everybody in chat. Yeah.
Especially thanks for the escape race. That was really, really nice.
Yeah.
All the little slip-ups and it was a back and forth. That was very, very nice.
Yeah, both not with a perfect escape. That was the best thing about it.
Yeah, I felt 2 times.
I can imagine. I know the feel. Right, so everybody be like Orange Gamer and follow the runners. Anything else you want to add?
I just want to say thanks for doing comms and thanks Jestro for tracking and excited to keep this tournament going.
Right, thanks to you. As I understand, you are one of the lead devs on the Dash Discord team.
Yeah, yep. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's going good.
It is absolutely. I can not say often enough how much I love double jump. This is one of the best items ever in this game.
Thanks.
And everything else about it is really good too. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks Jake for being here. Thanks Jestro.
Thank you for having me, Beamer.
Yeah, sure. Anytime. And that would have been all. Take care everybody. Until next time. See ya.